An Introduction to Positive Behavior Interventions and Supports, PBIS. This video features Pennsylvania schools and programs in their efforts to reduce non-academic barriers to student achievement. Pennsylvania has an active community of practice comprised of representatives from the Departments of Education, Human Services, and Drug and Alcohol, PA's intermediate units, community provider agencies, managed care organizations, advocacy groups, and parents and youth. PA's community of practice for school-based behavioral health focuses its efforts on the training and technical assistance necessary for scaling up positive behavior interventions and supports in our public schools and early childhood setting. The community of practice was established in 2006 to leverage our collective resources to support schools and programs. The Pa PBS Network was designed to provide support across the Commonwealth to ensure high fidelity of implementation of PBIS using a multi-tiered system of support. The mission of the Pa PBS Network is to support schools, programs, and their family and community partners to create and sustain comprehensive, school-based behavioral health support systems in order to promote the academic, social, and emotional well-being of all Pennsylvania students. The early childhood component of the Pa PBS Network builds partnerships between early intervention and early childhood settings, such as child care, Head Start, and pre-K classrooms. A long-term goal of the program-wide PBIS is to increase the program quality of early childhood settings, to foster increased inclusion of young children with challenging behaviors. School-wide positive behavior support is not a curriculum or program. It is a three-tiered decision-making framework that guides selection, integration, and implementation of the best evidence-based behavioral practices for improving academic, social, emotional, and behavioral outcomes for all students. PBIS emphasizes four integrated elements: data for decision-making, measurable outcomes supported and evaluated by data, practices with evidence that these outcomes are achievable, and systems that efficiently and effectively support implementation of these practices. It provides predictable, positive, consistent, and safe environments for all staff and students. PBIS helps schools and programs utilize their resources and fill in gaps to be more efficient and effective. Through administrative support, teams of staff review data and practices to make the least amount of change effective for the greatest number of students. PBIS is a team-based process for data review, database problem solving, and intervention. This involves ongoing planning and monitoring of interventions. Using data from surveys of students, staff, and families, office discipline referrals, attendance, and PSSA scores gives the team an overall picture of their PBIS process. PBIS implementation includes the organization and teaming necessary to implement and sustain various procedures, processes, and practices to support all students and staff. Some of these practices include the development of lesson plans and the teaching of expected behaviors, designing consequence systems for those students not following expected behaviors and school rules,
bus scores 100 points first, and you can win a whole bus instead of like computer lab.
providing academic and social skills training groups. The PA PBS Network hosts an annual Implementers Forum to celebrate high-fidelity implementation of PBIS at Tiers 1, 2, and 3. There is recognition for first-timers, schools, and programs sustaining Tier 1 for another year and sites that are moving into advanced tiers. Want to be part of the supportive and collaborative network? Check out papbs.org for more information.